confirmed still. Absolutely, I just can't move them on the website.
And it was
Good shape. But anybody that knows anything about parts can go there. There's a lot of there's a lot of stuff that I'm a little betters, like I don't know if you install them, and I don't want to install
Well, she's getting everything taken care of.
that machine up first. Things like that sound, yeah, they're okay, sale.
It's really cool.
Yeah.
Alright, well, anyway,
Yeah.
so you gotta figure it out.
I wonder how they get the.
Yeah.
The way I read it.
That's the way I read it too. Their engineer said, well, it's all wholesale, and I was like,
Yeah.
okay, well,
First grade going on about.
then let's make sure we define what wholesale is, and then I need to see
At
if
least
it
it's solid
is.
fit.
Just because you say that,
I mean,
doesn't mean.
So the planning commissioner's gonna go over this.
Yeah.
I'm trying to take advantage.
Yeah, and then of course they're gonna be like, well, you should know that.
Stop it.
And I'm like, oh, yeah,
I'm not gonna.
I read it as special, and I just, you never
I got a nice farm that disappeared in 5 years.
Yeah,
Very true.
but, well, I appreciate you. I didn't realize that I missed a call, but yeah, sorry about that.
Good, how are you, Brad? So that, certainly, yeah.
She's not hurting. We've got a conversation about that long ago, but only about that much of it stitched.
But it's good to hear that we agree.
Yeah, okay, we got that down.
It just let go.
Oh, yeah. What are the bells on?
This conference will now be recorded.
Good evening. I've got 6 o'clock on my clock. I'd like to call this meeting over. Roll call.
Martin, Templin,
Yes.
Lane,
Yes.
Huggins, Milburn,
Yes.
Maddock,
Yes.
Schultz.
Here.
Mr. Chairman, it looks like Commissioners Martin and Huggins are absent today.
Thank you. Item 3, general business, approve the planning commission agenda. Any changes or corrections to be made to the agenda? Seeing none, motion.
Motion to approve agenda as
Se-
presented.
Second.
Moved and seconded. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Thank you. Item 3B, disclosure of conflicts of interest. Anything to disclose tonight? Seeing none. Item 3C, disclosure of outside communications regarding commission business. Obviously, you all had communication regarding the setting of the special meeting, but beyond that, is there anything you need to disclose? Okay. Item 4, call the public. Members of the public who wish to address the planning commission regarding items not on the agenda may do so at this time. Any presentations for informational purposes only. No action will be taken. There's a 4-minute time limit. Anyone who wish to address the planning commission, please give your name and address at the podium. Seeing none, I don't think we have anyone online. I will close the call to the public. Brings us to item 7 under new business. Consider the final plat phase 1 for Flint Meadows East. Brad.
All right, thank you, Chairman. I appreciate everyone coming in tonight. Hopefully we can get through this fairly quickly and won't be too much of a disruption for your evening. What you have before you is the final plat phase 1 for Flint Meadows East. As you recall, at the previous planning commission meeting, I brought up the fact that we had to, or the developer had to shift Rowan Road 30 feet to the east and put it entirely on their property, which caused them to lose some lots. didn't want to have to bring back a preliminary plat for your approval, but it wanted to at least give you the option. It seemed like everybody's in agreement that the preliminary plat, this was not a significant change, even though they did lose several lots on this process. With that, we do have the final plat for Phase 1 of Flint Meadows East. The applicant, represented by Steve Harder's here tonight, so if you have any questions for them, you can certainly ask it. There really isn't much of a change other than the fact there's a reduction of lots. There's 47 total lots on the plat. There are 10 tracks. 4 of those tracks are for detention. 3 are for the larger townhomes that will be coming back later as a site plan. And then there's 2 construction tracks along Rowan Road. And then there's a track. I'm not sure why that isn't a lot, but maybe the applicant explained that, but it looks like it. It's on 102nd Terrace, I believe, but other than that, it's pretty straightforward. I did initially send out a draft copy of the final plat, but I did follow up with we did get the signed versions from the surveyor this afternoon. I did send those out, and what is in your packet, actually what's on the website now, I did update that with the final plat that is signed by the registered surveyor. So with that, I'll stand for any questions, and like I said, representatives from Flint are here tonight as well.
Thank you, Brad. Questions for Brad?
Really no questions for me. I just want to reiterate, at the last meeting, Brad brought this up about having a special meeting. I expressed my concerns about having a special meeting. I didn't like it. I don't want to set a precedence that we can be at developers' beg and call to set these meetings. I've been on the planning commission 4 years. I believe this is the second special meeting we've had. Correct me if I'm wrong, it's been with the same developer. I understand there's delays. I sympathize with your concerns. Again, I'm not happy being here. I know that planning commission meetings happen at the 4th Tuesday of every month. So I, plan my schedule around the 4th Tuesday of every month. I take this position very seriously, and I've had to adjust my schedule to meet your request. I'm here. I'm not happy about it. I am supportive of the project. I'm glad you're here. Let's put it that way. Yeah. So I am support of the project, but I'm not happy to be here tonight. And I would request that we do not have a special meeting again for that reason. This is a voluntary position. So that said, that's all I've got.
Might be for the applicant. So what's the intent for track 1E, 1F, and 1G? Those are, what are those for?
Yeah, those are for the townhome tracks. Is that according to
Okay.
my notes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Come on, stand.
Would that also be 1J and 1A? Are those also townhome tracks? Can I just assume that anything that's not named a lot is going to be for a townhome?
Correct, yeah.
Okay.
And those will be run through just because they are technically multifamily. They'll come
Okay.
through with a site plan with elevations
Got it.
for approval at that time.
Got it. Okay. That's all the questions I have.
And I'm sorry, give us your name and address for the record.
Yes, yeah. Steve Harder, address 3515 West 75th Street, Prairie Village, Kansas.
Steve, while you're there, and this I suppose is for Brad, but certainly you can answer it too. And I completely agree with your sentiment on doing a special meeting in order to address this issue. It's an unusual issue, and the city apparently doesn't wish to obtain the right of way on a neighboring property.
Yep.
So, how be that as it may, it's not really my problem either. So I get that. My concern with this is that we did approve a preliminary plat that had road alignments, and we're approving a final plat that is not consistent with that. I'm assuming you have prepared a revised preliminary plat. Because that has all 6 phases in it.
Yeah, no, we have not received a
Right.
revised preliminary
So-
plat, because we,
My concern
I
with
guess we
this,
talked about this being a minor change that normally we could have it administratively done, but felt it was important to bring it to your attention, and the planning commission agreed that this was an appropriate process to follow without having to go back through the whole preliminary plat.
I
process.
appreciate that, but I've got
Okay.
5 more phases to this. And my concern is that at least the city should have a revised preliminary plat, how this is gonna line out road alignment. Because I'm
Right.
guessing you're not just gonna dovetail into that along the way.
No, it's
So
shifting the road for all
It should probably get
phases.
squared up at some
Right.
point.
I think, Patrick, we can probably have that over very soon. I mean, the line work is essentially done.
We've actually done it, we just never given it to city just because.
I figured you probably had.
Yeah.
And I think it's
So it's a
something that
matter of
should
putting it on,
probably be
yeah.
part of this, not necessarily for formal action in the final, but I think that preliminary plat, because this is the only one I've got, and I had to go back and dig it out. And
Right.
I guess that's, I suppose, my comment on this is Brad, when we have final plats, it's really helpful to have the preliminary plat be part of the package. But it did concern me that we've changed the road alignment on that, and this doesn't match up with the preliminary plat anymore, so every time we come up with this, we're gonna have to kind of think through it again, especially since you reduce the number of lots in order to make this thing fit.
Right. Yeah.
So, I suppose that's maybe a comment as opposed to a question, but I do think that to the extent that we are approving a final plat, the city ought to at least have a firm preliminary plat that matches that.
Yeah. Can we get that, Patrick? I don't want
Yeah.
to set your schedule.
Like I
or-
said, we have prepared that already, and we can probably have for you tomorrow.
I figured you had. I mean,
Yeah.
you're moving the road 30 feet and getting rid of lots, so. I
Yes,
guess-
we had already mapped it out, we just hadn't
Yeah.
submitted it, so.
We'll get it to you tomorrow, is what I'm hearing. Yep.
Any other comments, questions? Either for the applicant or for Brad?
Yep.
Okay. Thank you.
I do want to say, I understand everything you said, heard you loud and clear. I don't want to be here as well. And I understand everyone has families and made sacrifices to be here. And I want to say, we greatly appreciate it. And this project has put a lot of stress because of this road issue right now, and timing of getting things done and delivering lots when we're supposed to deliver lots to this home builder. But heard you loud and clear and totally understand. So thank you.
Thank you. Well, this is not a public hearing, so the matters before the commission. Anyone want to speak or comment?
I've said my piece.
I'll follow up with mine. This Rowan Road doesn't end here. And so we are moving that road, and how that aligns with the rest of the road corridor and what we're planning. I realize it's not a huge change, but it is, I think, more than a minor change. And it's one that I think we ought to at least have an appreciation of that and be mindful of the fact that we are moving the road here. And, you know, maybe it won't make any difference up in the future, but I sure hate to have us have it come down the section line and then all of a sudden have it curve to get it at the right alignment. I mean, you've got to think about that. So, if staff's comfortable with it, I'm not going to stand in the way of it either, but it just struck me as something that's more than minor, something that kind of needs to fit. So I'm glad you took the time to come.
Would it be inappropriate to make a motion that says that the preliminary plat needs to be included within X, sent within a certain number of days or hours?
I don't think it's inappropriate. I don't know that I trust that they will do it. I don't know that we need to have the teeth of it in the motion.
Okay.
And I do think, Brad, when you get it, you probably ought to publish it to the commission so we can at least have it.
I'll send
Next phases come.
Yeah. Okay. Because we're talking about phase 1, and there's 5 phases, but we're also talking about these multifamily lots we're going to have to come through here as well.
Right.
So we're going to be actually probably 10 times we're going to be looking at this thing over the next however many months and years.
Yeah, I think it'd be good to have a reliable preliminary plat anyhow.
Yep.
So I wouldn't oppose it, but I don't think I would
Okay.
require it either. Any other comments, concerns? Nope. Motions?
make a motion to approve the final plat for phase 1 of the Flint
Meadows East.
Meadows East, item 5C in our agenda today.
Moved and seconded. Any further discussion? Roll call.
Templin,
Yes.
Lane,
Yes.
Milburn,
Yes.
Maddox,
Yes.
Schultz.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you. I believe that concludes our agenda for tonight. Next regular meeting of the Planning Commission is August 26th. Any further business to come before the commission? Thank you all for making the time.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, guys.
Really appreciate it.
Motion to adjourn?
Motion adjourned.
Yeah.
Second?
Second.
Second, we're adjourned.
Yep, thank you.
Oh, okay. You're all right, you'll be here, good.
This conference is no longer being recorded.
That's right, we can go on down and.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Sewer plan?
Gentlemen, thank you guys. Yep, thank you very much.